When I saw that there was a new Big K.R.I.T album out, I thought it was a shadow drop, considering that there was no promotion for it as far as I was aware of. I thought it was a project with entirely original material, but that is not the case, as it is essentially a repackaged version of the 12 for 12 EP. I did enjoy the 12 for 12 freestyle EP a couple years back, where he was rapping over Drake beats, Kanye beats, Schoolboy beats, Flying Lotus beats. So with the premise of the project essentially just being K.R.I.T retrofitting these verses on top of his own production, I was curious to see how he would breathe more life or show a completely different side to them. Every verse has been remastered and refitted for their respective songs with K.R.I.T behind production, and the end result is kind of a mixed bag for me. Some of the production actually does more to accentuate their respective verses as opposed to using other artists' beats, with songs like Country Cousin Anonymous, where the metallic snares, thumping bass, and weaving undertones of chords brings a sense of perseverance to the verse on hand. Ego is a fire opener. Ego is a fire opener. I like the kind of primal production route he went with there. Tax Free has these swirling, soft kiss strings in the back with bits of horn here and there. Magic has these sleuthy piano licks alongside a bumping beat. I love the drum patterns and electronic etchings on At the KAPPA. The beat here is perfect for K.R.I.T's flow. The heartfelt sentiment of letting bygones be bygones on Subway is emphasized by the sparse arrangement of snaps and bass. Every word here has tremendous meaning to it. The original version, with the instrumental being Captain Murphy's Between Friends, was great and provided a ruminating feeling, but I feel like this version has more of a heart-to-heart nature about it that fits the mood better. And not to mention, I also like the churchy, kind of low-key gospel-y nature of Game Time as well. So while there are some cuts that definitely benefit from a new decor, there are a good chunk of them where the instrumental choices are quite lacking in personality or uniquity. There are a handful of times where the backings are just these generic beats with very little and extrinsic appeal, especially in the second half for me. By Chance is super by the numbers with virtually everything about it. Like, you could replace K.R.I.T on the song entirely and you wouldn't even notice. KRIZZLE is very reminiscent of the material I heard off of K.R.I.T Is Here, which doesn't bode well for it since I found that album to be quite disappointing. Screw It retains the pitch down vocals from the original and ends up muddying the breezing acoustic beat in the background. The two elements just don't mix together whatsoever. Easy is a much less interesting track than the original, with Kanye's Real Friends being the instrumental. The groaned and warped chord solo that takes up half the track really could have benefited from like a build-up or just something extra. And All Candy, which I believe is an original song to my knowledge, has some good ideas. The smooth sing-songy flow is super pleasant to listen to, but the vocals are mixed really low at certain intervals for no benefit or reason, and again, the beat is just really comatose. But overall, I mean, I thought this was a decent listen. I don't think this project is really indicative of anything coming down the line from K.R.I.T. It's more of just something to put out there for relevancy's sake, or just, you know, put out material for his hardcore fan base. Repurposing 12 for 12 to be on top of original beats is a neat idea that works in some places, as it does feel organically curated, but in turn it also suffers from K.R.I.T's recent production leanings towards more safe, unadventurous, and overly contemporary sounds of the hip-hop sphere. But I feel like I'm critiquing it far too harshly for what it is, and for what it is enjoyable. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know down below, and I will see you on the next video. I'd give it a